Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at some of the craziness that the Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton were able to overcome entering the NBA playoffs and eventually making it to the NBA Finals. This is crazy, and I wanted to start it off first with a game that was in the regular season against the Bucks to get a little bit of the history that just happened recently with this team and show a little bit of that clutch gene that Tyrese Halliburton has. I wanted to start it off here, so let me waste no more time here. Let me show you this one here.
Halliburton's got the ball. Halliburton rises up. Tyrese Halliburton hits a three and is fouled. You have got to be kidding me. This is almost like the spread option in football. They had four offensive players in the backcourt. And Tyrese Halliburton coming off the screen here and right in the grill of Giannis and right in front of Damian Lillard, who's on the bench right now with a chance for a four-point play. You don't understand the degree of difficulty on this shot. He is going left, Brian, and had to shoot back right with Giannis on him.
After review, it's been deemed the foul on Giannis has been upheld as a defensive foul for not allowing the offensive player to land safely. The goal will be scored. Halliburton will shoot one. The game clock will be reset to 3.4. They will be charged a timeout, and we will shoot one.
Wow, 3.4. So now they put even more time back on. So at least they were able to get more time on the clock. But now the game is tied. But with Halliburton headed to the free throw line. Bucks no timeouts, by the way. But again, this is something you practice just about every single day. They're called home run plays here. So they absolutely, from that long intermission right there with them going over plays, they have a play already drawn up. And there's a lot of time left. But I tell you what, be careful with a silly foul to give the Pacers the lead. Halliburton does. A 4-point trip down the floor. Giannis puts it in. Bucks go quick. Giannis had a seam. Giannis gonna put it up. This is for the win. Short. And the Pacers hang on to win it as Halliburton delivers an improbable 4-point play.
There we go. There was the first one, the crazy game winner, down by 3, hits it from the baseline while fading, gets fouled, hits the 3, a crazy shot that was like, it was like one of the craziest things to see, especially if you're watching it live. Just like nobody saw that coming. Maybe they thought maybe they could tie the game here, but nobody thought down by 3 that they were about to win the game on that shot. So it was crazy. So now let's go ahead and follow that up with the actual playoff series and what Tyrese Halliburton and them did in that one here.
He'll fire it. Oh, he's on fire. He feel it for what year? 27 for Trent Halliburton. The 3, no, batted up. Another opportunity for the Pacers. Short. Giannis with a rebound in traffic. Trent thought about it. Now on the attack. Stripped to the basketball, no call. Milwaukee by 3 on the Trent 3. 2:05 to go in overtime.
You might think about a timeout here. Just to get Giannis a break. There's a couple times last week where he didn't make the multiple effort. I think the team has a lot to do with it.
42 minutes for Giannis, 44 for Green, 46 minutes for Trent as he buries another one. Or you could just let Gary Trent continue to cook. 1:43 left here in overtime. Neesmith with the three. Coming out of the timeout. 3-point game, 1:35 to go. How about that?
three. Oh, it continues. He's got a dozen in overtime.
This is incredible.
8 for 16 from beyond the arc. He's got 33. Turner, no. Batted up and out, and it's Trent there. He's able to send it to Green. Giannis getting downhill, finger roll.
There's not much you're going to do.
111. What a performance from Trent Jr. The three doesn't go. Giannis with the rebound.
All right, now I'm going to pause it real quick right here because at this point in the game, I'm sitting here thinking, dang, we lost the game. Tyrese Halliburton over here trying to clutch it. Forces some threes. He has some open ones. He misses all of them. And we're at 42 seconds left in the game. At this point, it's about to get to the point where you're fouling. It's a free throw game, and you rarely ever win those kind of games. I was trying to save myself here, and I was like, man, I want to turn this off so bad. But I'm just gonna watch because you just never know with this Pacers team, and I'll show you guys what followed this here.
Pacers team, any light.
And a foul is called. Giannis with 37, and tonight they've combined for 63. 7-point lead. Nemhard with a three. Good. Still time to go. 4-point game. 32.7. You don't care when your friends show up. You just want them to show up. You know? Gary showed up. The steal. 4-point game. There's still life in the building. Halliburton attacking. And the foul. 17.1 to go.
You pick it up. You give the advantage to the defense.
1-point game. Pressure on the inbounds.
You want to get this ball in the they're going to get a
Timeout, Doc Rivers. Porter. To Green. Trent with it. And he loses it. On a brilliant night, Gary Trent Jr. has it roll off of his fingertips.
shot.
Here we go. Halliburton. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Halliburton for the lead. 1.3 to go. Pacers by 1. Porter to inbound it. No. Giannis is going to take it now. Here's Gary Trent Jr. Lets it fly. And the Pacers are moving on. What a comeback in overtime by Indiana. 119, 118.
And before we move on to the next one, I just wanted to show you how it got sent into overtime, because that was also a thing, because the Pacers were down and they had to force the shot to go into overtime. That last shot gave me the that reminder of Halliburton and how he actually ended up scoring that last one. So I thought I'd be doing you guys a disservice if I didn't show you that one here first. So let's take a look at that here.
You want to shoot it too quickly if you're the best. And if you score, you make that 2-possession game. You know it's going to end up in Giannis' hands. Still a 15-second difference. Game clock, shot clock. Porter, jumper, short, after the rebound.
I love the confidence of Kevin Porter Jr. there, but you've got to get that ball to Giannis on that block, no less.
Slight difference. Game clock, shot clock. Ties it. 10.8 to go. All eyes on Giannis with 10.8 to go. Halliburton with the last 6 points for Indiana.
Both teams also in the penalty here as well. So if you're the Pacers, you got to make sure you play defense without fouling. You don't want to put them on the line.
Porter to trigger it in. Giannis, Portis, Trent, and Green.
All right, and now that y'all got the whole story at that one, Pacers are now moving on to go to the next game in round 2, which is against the number 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers, the team that was everybody said would just absolutely demolish the Pacers, probably going to sweep them. They were favored in literally every single game of the series. Even when the Pacers were winning the games, they were still the underdog to win the game each game. So it was kind of crazy. So let me go ahead and show you how that one went here.
Also, a lot of times it's the initial point of attack defense that sets up a defensive possession. How about the defense there by Miles Turner to force the difficult shot?
So Turner returns the favor. Here comes Siakam like a runaway freight train. And contact in Indiana. Critical miss. 5-point game with 1:46 left. Mitchell up high, and more free throws. Dead ball situations, just trying to take those deep breaths. This is taking every
free throw attempts. There's going to be a lot of contact.
Mitchell skies in, and then he lost it. 6-point game, we're down to 90 seconds. Halliburton working into the paint. Masterful play by Halliburton.
Just a terrific job of being patient, not forcing the three, understanding there's still a ton of time here. They just barely get it in. You can even see Mitchell was too tired to even run back and help.
Or he's gassed. Both teams are out of fouls. 1:14 left. Mitchell, shadow, double team, gets it to Struz from deep.
Before the contest can get there, that's just impressive and indicative of the kind of night Spider Mitchell has had.
Donovan Mitchell telling that training staff to get the ice bath ready. Can they hold them off here? Final 66 seconds. Halliburton chiseling to the cup. That'll cut it to 5.
They got to get the ball in
seconds.
If you're going to try to get a steal, you don't want to take a chance and put them on the free throw line. There's enough time in a 2-possession game to play it out.
They get it into the hands of Mitchell, and now Siakam is called for the bump. And that's not what they wanted.
No, Rick Carlisle did not want a foul there. That just...
And 21st free throws of the night for Mitchell's
possessions for this group, but collectively they've done a great job of getting timely plays from just about everybody they put on the floor.
But when you consider what's at stake, you can put this up with anything he's done in his career. Siakam contact point nearly got it to drop. That'll put Siakam. Keep in mind what Indiana did in that clincher against Milwaukee. Look at that stick back. Naismith coming with some serious fire. And Donovan Mitchell is still down.
A lot of concern right now for Donovan Mitchell. But how about Aaron Naismith coming in for that offensive rebound? That was a huge play.
Just kind of collapse, his body crunching beneath him. Boy, high stakes here in Cleveland. This is all you want in the NBA playoffs. 47 seconds, contact, Mitchell and Naismith, offensive.
And they may have to look at that.
No way!
And looks like Donovan is
down. Until they flagrant. Now the swing of the elbow, so the officials are again going to go to the replay monitor. And Gia, you talk about a massive potential call here. If this thing is elevated to a flagrant, you got free throws
and the ball
and possession.
5-point game here and still a ton of time.
At the review, as Mitchell turns, it's a basketball move. Therefore, it's not a flagrant foul.
Drawn up here with the Pacers down 5. Again, both teams are in the penalty.
And no Mitchell in the game right now.
Mitchell is on the Cleveland bench. Halliburton against Allen, who extends his defense. Halliburton on the attack. Allen gets him from the back. Team to shoot.
That was an incredible play there by Jared Allen. Halliburton did everything he wanted there, and still, how about that extension right at the end to come up with the block? 13 on the shot clock.
Inbound Halliburton, and here we go. 10 seconds. Nembhard on the wing. Siakam attacks and lays it in. It's a one-possession game, 27.5. Kenny Atkinson's going to get a timeout to get Mitchell back in the game. Do you foul here immediately if you're Rick Carlisle?
I do. Oh, my goodness.
There's a steal. Nembhard. 25 seconds. Unbelievable.
And really, the Cavs have struggled the entire game getting the ball inbound.
Halliburton sizes up Jerome, and here he comes to the cup. Contact. And Halliburton is going to shoot free throws.
Your guys have got to do a much better job of getting open.
Misses. Halliburton the rebound. 9 seconds. They do have a timeout. Carlisle's going to let him play. Halliburton steps back and hits. Tyrese Halliburton trying to take Cleveland's heart. And it is over.
And now, lastly, we have the conference finals game between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks, where we had that crazy shot from Tyrese Halliburton where we all thought he hit the game winner, but it ended up being a game tire because he had his little pinky toe on the line. And then it had to go into overtime. And then, thankfully, the Pacers were able to pull it off and move past them on this crazy game where, once again, they were down and were able to come back and get to this point here. So I'll go ahead and let you guys watch it from here.
Point lead for the Knicks, 119. And a missed free throw right there. Anunoby. We've seen Halliburton be special in these moments. We talked about that, right? Brunson, Halliburton, one possession game. We want to see magic. What better place here than in Broadway? Two-point game. Indiana with it. Halliburton. They'll take it. The back pedal, a three for the win. And he got it! They got to make sure he got all the way behind the line. That's right. He certainly got it off in plenty of time. Oh, I think that's a two. That is a two. You're right. I think that's going to be a two. That only ties the game. That ties the game. We're going to be going to overtime. We sure are. And he tried to give your choke sign to the Knicks. And the game's